Hey everyone, welcome back to Riftbound Ninja. So I'm going to do something a little different this time. I wanted to start doing twice a month at least, what I can call, I guess, the market analysis. So in this video, it's mostly going to be about which cards should you sell before the next major release set. So Spiritforged in this case. Again, this is not financial advice. This is just my opinion as a collector. I don't play the game as much as some people do, so it's really more of a collector's way of viewing it. Okay. So let's begin. The first one, in my opinion, the Kaisa Survivor, the non-alt art version. Um, I think it's just because it's really expensive now because a lot of people want it. It's a very powerful deck, and that's what's going on. And as you can see, it's been rising ever since the beginning until it peaked about $120, and then it went back down to about 80 something dollars here. So I still think it's still overpriced. I believe that in the next set, that card will not be as popular, or at least people might not play her as much. So I really do think that if you are holding on to that and you're not, looking for the long-term gain, or at least sell your duplicates, I would probably sell this card. I think it'll probably drop more around the regular, epic cards. So maybe around 20 to $30. Maybe it'll stay around $40 is my opinion. So you could always just buy it back later once it's not as popular. So that's probably the first card. Probably not very surprising to anybody. It's Kaisa. So again, this card, same thing. The alt art version is worth even more. Ironically, it did almost the same thing. It went up really high. You see, it kind of peaked both times about 140. It's like, this is not a stock analysis, but it hit what we call resistance. There you go. So it kind of hit resistance around 140. So it's kind of ironic. It's kind of reacting like a stock, right? So it's like a double top and then it started dropping. So yeah, so that's another card. I don't think it's worth, what is it, about $90 or so? I guess it says about 114. No, that's the way I'm not getting 114. Doesn't look like it is, though. It looks like it's between 180. So it's about $90, I would say, or I guess it says 101 here at the top. Probably another card that's going to drop in value. I just think right now, again, it's because it's a popular deck and everybody wants to play her. So I think it's going to drop back down to earth more around the actual price of an alternate art. So again, another one I think you should sell. I think it'll sell around $40 to $50 this one as well. Maybe a little bit more than the regular one. But I mean, again, this is from a collector's perspective because what I prefer to do is I for sure sell my duplicates. The really valuable duplicates, I sell all of them. I don't really need duplicates. I don't really care. I'm just trying to master set. So I sell all of them as soon as I can, just in order to buy more stock because that's what I want to do. I want to do these openings for you guys. I want to have all the master sets, so I don't have to, take out a couple $1,000 every set to try to get all the cards. This is what I have to do, right? So it kind of pays for at least a portion of new stock I want to buy. So both Kaisas, in my opinion, you should be selling. Again, another popular, epic unit. This is a really, obviously with a strong might, and it's a Deadbloom Predator is very popular. As you can see, this one has dropped already quite a bit, though. It went almost up to 120, and then it's like around $70 this one. So that one has had a pretty significant drop already. I still think personally it's still a little high. Probably will drop back down to, I guess, I'm trying not to use any market analysis, I mean actual stock market analogy, but it's probably gonna drop around 48 to something. It looks like that's the support, right? It looks like it's pretty much around 40 something dollars, maybe $45. So I think it'll drop around that as well. So if you're holding on to it and you don't think you're gonna need it in your next deck, probably should get rid of it as well. And then a spell, Time Warp. This one, it depends because I guess you could really use that one a lot more, probably even in set two, which is a very powerful card. So maybe not sell it now unless you're like me and you don't really care and you're just trying to get some money back and then do to buy more stock for Spiritforged. Then I guess it would be worth it. But I think it'll retain a lot of its value. Probably stick around, maybe go down to 60 at most, something like that. Or not 60, sorry, 40 at most, around 40 to $50. So for a spell, I still think that's quite high. I don't think it'll stay like that forever in the short term. And long term, of course, they're always going to end up going up just because they'll become almost vintage at this point. So yeah, Time Warp is definitely another card I wouldn't keep, at least not for its value. So it is a little bit last minute. I wanted to do this video probably 2 weeks before, 3 weeks, kind of before Christmas, because the prices were still kind of high for a lot of cards. And we just kind of got a natural correction already for these cards. Dazzling Aurora especially, that is insane. This one already had a 50% drop, which is crazy. Ironically, I don't have that card yet, but it looks like it keeps dropping, so I'll probably be able to maybe pick it up a couple weeks before Spiritforged, or maybe during Spiritforged for probably around like $20, maybe even less than that. So that's kind of good, but I might have to buy before just so I can show you guys my complete collection. I'm only missing 2 cards, so I might end up just buying it at this point to kind of show you my binder. So Dazzling Aurora. At $40, I mean, you can sell it. It'll probably drop a little bit more, but nothing crazy. Maybe around like 25, $30. So it's up to you if you think it's worth selling, if it's worth the hassle. Personally, I like to sell on eBay or Whatnot. Hopefully, Whatnot might be sponsoring me in the near future. No, not near future. Probably in like a year or two once I have maybe 20, 30,000 subscribers, then I might have a chance. But yeah, Whatnot, really easy to use. I like it a lot. So, and eBay as well, of course, just, they both take kind of a high cut on your card. So it really depends how much you're willing to do, or it's probably better if you have a little bit more time to just sell it yourself and go to the scrims and things like that to sell it in person. Yeah, so Dazzling Aurora, another one. Um, Showstopper, same thing, especially this is, correct me if I'm wrong, like I said, I'm really not that much of a pro, but it's mostly just, of course, it's the signature of set, but I don't know if you can actually use it all that much with other builds. So this one has already dropped significantly. I think it'll keep dropping unless set. Actually, yeah, set is in. I think it is in Spiritforge, so it might not drop all that much. That could have been the bottom right there. So around $30, which is also 31. Again, man, it's really acting like stocks. I swear. Looks like it hit support at around $30, and it's still looks like it's there for now. It might drop below $30, but it looks like it might stabilize around $30. So. Um, if you don't think you're going to use it, probably should still sell it unless you really need it for another set deck. If not, keep it. So that's one of them that I thought was kind of still a little bit overpriced. White Flame, man, this one went down big time. I think it'll still go down a little bit more. I think it's mostly, I think people use it mostly with Ari build, I think. So it's one of those things where it'll probably drop a little bit more, especially if that build is not as popular in Spiritforge. But yeah, that's insane. This is more than a 50% drop from the high of around $75. So yeah, one of those cards. I don't know if you guys should necessarily keep it. It's also a high might card, so it might not be that good in some decks. But yeah, that's not too bad though still. So probably one of the cards I would also get rid of. Finally, the last one is Invert Timelines. Same idea. This one wasn't like insanely priced, as you saw. It still went down just because a lot of cards just went down in general. The ones that were overpriced kind of just started dropping as people are more excited for Spiritforge now and have stopped buying these cards. But yeah, it's still yeah, so about $25 it says here. I don't know why the graph kind of just looks like it's between like 70 and 80. It's so strange. It should be like really like way down there. Unless I'm just reading it wrong. Maybe the graph is like the average or something like that. And I have to look at the bar graph. Yeah, it could just be that. Maybe I'm just looking at it wrong. It's just kind of made weird. Yeah, maybe it's just like the bar graph, and this is kind of like the average of the price over time. Yeah. So anyway, so yeah, $25. Again, a spell that maybe might not be something you need, and I think it's just going to go back down around the epics pricing. So that's my opinion from which cards you should sell. I mostly wanted to stick on the topic of which cards you should sell, but honestly, there's a lot of cards that you can see here that are alternate arts, such as like the runes, for example, that dropped a lot, I've noticed, the alt art runes, and then also some other alt art champions that are just way down there that are worth almost nothing. Here's some examples. Wait, not the rares. Let's go okay, showcase. Like even just this one, this Kaisa Evolutionary, like Misfortune, like $4. Like that's like ridiculous. Honestly, I think in the long term it'll be worth way more than that just because it's an alt art. I think nobody wants to play these cards right now, and that's why they're worth almost nothing. But honestly, those are the kind of cards I would probably even buy up, like get a couple extra copies and hold on to them for the near future. I don't think these prices are fair at all for the alt art versions. So I do think they're going to go up over time. And the alt art runes also have dropped quite a bit, like $13, $10. What? No, that's 13, $15, 15. Those will always be worth something. They are runes, they're always playable. And from what I can see from Spiritforged, it looks like they're pretty much the same. I think that maybe they changed like the foiling pattern or something in Spiritforged, but they look like they're going to be the same alt art runes. I think they just did something special with the seals. So I don't sell, well, in the beginning, maybe I sold a few of them, but I don't sell any runes at all anymore now. All the alt art runes, I just keep them. I just think they're always going to be useful and they're going to keep, gaining value over time. So those ones I'm holding on to. Um, so I think that's about it. I don't want to make this video too long. It's kind of like new for me, so let me know what you think about the video. Give me your opinion, which cards you think you should hold on to, which cards you think you should sell. And also, if you enjoyed this at all, if you want me to keep going, I'm just doing this for fun. It's not super professional. I don't really know what I'm doing, so I'm kind of just having fun with it. So yeah, I'd like to hear what you guys think about this video, and if you want to see another one in about 2 weeks from now to see where the market is. All right, so thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in the next one.